1930s Mississippi Delta, in a forgotten rural town called Ebon Hollow, where women carried the burdens of birth, death, and unspoken histories. The land is swampy, haunted, and filled with whispers, both real and ancestral. They say she came from the swamp, not walked, came, like mist rising through cypress knees, like memory floating through marrow. One dusky evening, when the moon was thin as a whisper, a woman wrapped in indigo stepped into Ebon Hollow. Feet bare, eyes like still water, skin the color of river silt. Folks stood still, chickens stopped clucking, even the wind held its breath. They called her Mama Sula. Some swore she was 100 years old. Others said she wasn't born at all, but called forth from the earth, from the womb of the first black woman to taste freedom in Mississippi mud. She never knocked, she never asked for coin. But when babies came, black or white, she was there, hands steady, voice low, songs soft like lullabies sung by ghosts. And every child she caught into this world bore a mark behind their left ear, a silver crescent, like the moon kissing skin. But she did more than birth. Mama Sula was there when folks died, too. She'd sit beside them, hold their hands, whisper words no one could name. But everyone understood. Not English, not Gullah, not church Latin, something older, like the sound of fire before it burns, like the hum of stars just before dawn. She walked between birth and death, like it was a porch swing, slow, certain, never in a hurry. Then came the summer of the fever. It rolled in like smoke, took babies first, then mothers, then the strong men. Doctors came with medicine, preachers came with verses. Still, the graveyard swelled, until one night, Mama Sula lit her lantern, and walked, house to house, door to door, through screams and sweat and sorrow. She didn't preach, she didn't pour potions, she just sang. Not hymns, not chants, but songs that stirred the bone. Songs of rain after long drought, of grandmothers humming by the fire, of cool creek water on a fevered brow. And slowly, people began to heal. When the white mayor's son took ill, they tried every doctor from Jackson to Baton Rouge. Nothing. Then Mama Sula came. She sat beside his bed, touched his burning forehead, though no colored woman had ever touched that family's skin. And she sang, low, long, unbreaking. By morning, the boy's fever had broken. The mayor didn't say thank you, but his wife left a pitcher of cold water on Mama Sula's porch the next day, and that was enough. From then on, Ebon Hollow was different. Not by law, not by paper, but in porch shadows and supper tables. White women began asking her to bless their children. Black women called her Big Mama, even if they were older. Babies born from both sides of the tracks opened their eyes to the same brown hands. But her story didn't end. The children she brought into the world grew. Some became midwives, some nurses, some healers who knew herbs by heart and grief by touch. They carried her voice in their blood. And to this day, if you get lost in Ebon Hollow after dark, and you see a lantern flickering through the moss, don't be afraid. It might be Mama Sula, still walking, still singing, calling you home. And when Mama Sula passed, She didn't cry, she didn't clutch, she just laid down under a quilt, lit with moonlight, and let go, like mist returning to the river. That night, the trees bowed, the frogs hushed, and the swamp went still. Some women write history in ink, but some, like Mama Sula, they write it in blood, breath, and babies' first cries.